All praise, honor, glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that great millstone that roll well. And shalom and blessings to the hopeful elect. I wanted to expound on the fact that the prophets, the men that the Most High has appointed to prophesy the downfall of society, that they are the biggest threat into whatever empire that they are in. Okay? And ultimately was the greatest component of the destruction of that empire. Okay, and it's no different than this time now. The elect, which are those men, those prophets that have returned in their lot through reincarnation, that they are the greatest enemy into this current regime, Esau Edom's hegemony. Okay, that they're the greatest hazard and pose the greatest danger into this man fulfilling his agendas. Okay, and the continuity of his empire, which he is attempting to achieve with his agendas. Okay. The greatest thing that this man fears is the Most High, because he's got these other fucking people. They're playing right along into his plans and the cookie cutter template that he's established for the world, for the masses of the people. All right. As the ruler is, so are the people. Okay. They're eating out of the palm of this motherfucker's hand. And he's got him by the fucking balls, all these people. Okay. And these other little anti-government, um, you know, dissenters, if you will, what they call them, they don't come behind Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity, okay, and fall under the leadership of primarily Great Millstone. That's what the greatest fear, okay, which is the most accurate expression of the elect of the ministry of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, as seen in the book of Acts. All right. So indeed, this is the greatest threat into this man's fucking agenda and to his empire. All right. There's a quote from George Orwell that said that ultimately telling the truth and doing what the prophets are doing is the greatest revolutionary act. Okay. And it's more so than rebellion, because they falsely tried to use it, that term rebellion. It's the greatest rebellious act to rebel against society, so to speak. But no, it's greater than that. I believe it says down here, it talks about it's not telling the truth is not just rebellion. It's an act of revolution. That means it's going to change shit. It's something to when it's revolving, or ultimately it taking a 180, meaning it's changing. All right. This transition that's going to occur between Esau Edom's regime, Esau's world, really. This is a whole fucking era that it said that he was given an age, Esau's age, and it said the beginning of Jacob that followeth, which is going to be an eternal regime. So this is a transition into the kingdom, okay? The greatest transition of times in the history of mankind. And that's what the act, this deed of what the Most High has appointed the elect to prophesy the downfall of this fucking place. And through that is through telling the truth. It's you can't fucking tear down this place better. There's no better way to tear this fucking place down than by exposing the lies and the deception of Esau Edom. And that's exactly what the Most High has enlisted the elect to perform. Okay, and it's heavy. That word enlist is a military term. Okay, because this is likened into an army, the elect. All right, um, that's gonna crush this man's empire. So the prophets, there's no entity serves as a greater opposition to this man than the prophets in the Most High. Okay, this is in Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the prophets notoriously prophesied and declared the destruction of that current wicked regime that they were in, that empire. Okay, whether it be whatever heathen that were given time and chance, like it was in the scriptures, that was given to all men, all different heathen fucking nations that have had a stranglehold over the earth. Okay, they were a world empire at a time. All right, each one of those, the Most High appointed the prophet to pro, um, to proclaim that that place was going to be fucking destroyed. Okay, calamities against that place, and this is going to be the ultimate expression of that when the Most High declares, what does it say? What if I willing to show my power? Okay, it's going to be an ultimate demonstration and display of Yahweh Shem Shai's power through the destruction that he's going to bring. Okay, so he could bring reverence and honor back into him, into his name. All right. So this is why this was the greatest threat into that kingdom, right? Or that country, because they were prophesying things that they couldn't fucking prevent, right? War, bad times, pestilences. These are things from the Most High. That's why he could care fucking less about some anti-government nigga or even Edomite, because you got whole factions, communities of Edomites that are anti-government, you know, standing for the power to the people and all this other shit. He's not worried about that because they're still rocking with the carnal means that he already mastered. That he knows that he's in communication through the left hand side with he is in the understanding that nobody can see him when it comes to the artillery. Okay, so any type of ops that come and try to erect itself against him, he knows he can fucking squash that shit. So he's not even worried about those little rebellions and those rebels, right? He's shaking in his boots about the prophets, man. That's who he's really fucking worried about. This is in Revelation 11. I'm going to start at 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. Okay? And this precept is in reference to all the other nations, aforementioned heathens, right? That they were in celebration of our downfall when we came over here into captivity. And that's those, when you go up in the ninth verse, our dead bodies when we were in a dead state here in fucking captivity in America. All right. that they were in celebration. Well, just like it talks about in Psalm 83, it was their objective any fucking way was to destroy us. Okay, that's their primary objective was to cut us off as being a nation, cut us off from being a nation, and the main way you do that is to cut somebody's identity. Okay, Discon- if they're discontinued from their heritage, that's the main way somebody's in a dead fucking state, and that's the way they rejoiced and made merry by not telling us who we were, because guess what? They fucking knew the whole time. They knew who we were, and they exploited the shit. Okay, they um they were predatory upon Jake, whether it comes goes from financially, okay, to labor, human resources, all right, and to Jake's very fucking soul. They suck the soul out of Jake and take his that the spirit, the rich spirit that Jake has, and they fucking feed off of that shit, right? Heathens, man. Because the two prophets being the southern and the northern kingdom of Israel. Okay, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in representation of the southern kingdom. Okay, post split, and the northern kingdom, Ephraim on down. Okay, those are the two prophets, and they tormented the other nations through the history. When you go into the chronicles of, not literally the book, but that as well, the chronicles of time. Chronicle just means like a period of time. In the chronicles of time in our history, we were tormenting the other nations, man. Why the fuck do you think that they even came together with that crafty council under in one consent? All right, they're like, fuck, we need to get together to come against these people. They're fucking us up. Okay, but understanding that, and they knew that we were backed by the Most High, and that's why it's their biggest attempts, um, is to cut us off from our power. That's their biggest fucking goal, is to cut us off from our power. Accuse accuse us to the Most High. Okay, what fucking Esau does. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. Okay, that's from roughly 1619, 1620 to 1969, 1970. Okay, 3.5 days, 350 years of fucking bitter, harsh, cold slavery in this place. But then through Judah, right, through the tents of Judah, the waters of Judah shall flow. Through Judah shall flow the waters of Israel, right? The top tribe, Judah, started waking up. You had the runner, Abba Bivens, okay, and then the top elders. And that was the spirit of life from the Most High entering into them, okay? And ultimately, that was going to be to the elect. That was who's going to retain the spirit, who is going to retain the spirit into the end, okay? It says, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them, okay? Proving that their greatest fear and threat and to their plans, this man's fucking hegemony, his empire, the continuity of his houses and his rulership. Like, it was fucking ever thought is that his houses would continue forever. That's his fucking desire. All right, but he's shaking his fucking boots about this. That great fear. that has fallen upon these devils because he can't stop this. It's truth. And it was set up from the Most High, man. He knows he cannot stop divine purpose. The Most High is master plan. We'll go into this real quick. Great fear. Great fear fell upon him of the external form or sensible. Okay, it says mass and weight, great. All right. Used of intensity and its degrees. Okay, intense fear. All right. Things esteemed highly for their importance of great moment or of great weight. Okay. So intense, like I said, on a grand scale. All right. So it's gonna be fucking consuming. It's gonna be a consuming fear that has fallen upon him. And look, what is it going to? It's gonna culminate in him rolling on the men of the Most High. Okay, he's gonna roll on the men of the Most High. It says in Philippians 1 and 28, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of the Most High. Okay, so our adversaries, this is a token of their perdition. Okay, the men of the Most High standing upon their feet, prophesying the downfall of this fucking place. And then even to boot, somewhat protected, if you look at it on the surface, protected by his own fucking laws that he established. And then um, also these men who were, a lot of them called in through that means that he created through the fucking internet. All right, which he created as a weapon. Everything that he creates of initially is a fucking weapon. All right, which the Most High weaponized against him. Well, the thought of that invention came from the Most High any fucking way, and the Most High used it for this man's destruction. See, so the men of the Most High are evident token of this man's fucking destruction, exposing being the primary mouthpiece of them that are exposing this man. Okay, it says that they would let's get it. They would fucking consume this place. So this place is being actually thrown down. It's being fucking eaten up. This is in Second Thessalonians 2 and the 8th verse. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Why is it a capital W if it was just some wicked people like the fucking Christian church and even fucking Israelites apparently are trying to say that wicked people are just anybody could be wicked, right? And that's not referring, the Most High doesn't deal with nations, he just deals with the heart, right? No, the wicked, unbeknownst to the minds of these fucking peons, man, is a nation. It's an actual physical line of people, okay? And who's the most? It's real easy. who is the most wicked race of people, who has the worst fucking track record in the history of mankind out of all races on this fucking planet. And it's a very emphatic um, affirmative for Esau. Okay, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. So the elect are the main proponents, the prophets are the main proponents of them that are revealing who the wicked is. That's why this is a token of this man's destruction. Okay, the very the prophets, these men that you see, they're a very token of this place's fucking destruction, man. Of this man's destruction. It says, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So the wicked is being revealed through the Most High by no by the Most High through his prophets, or vice versa, through the Most High by his prophets. Okay, because that's the mouthpiece of the Most High. So the Most High will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto the servants, the prophets. Okay, and because of this great fear that this man has from him being fucking exposed by the prophets, and then the prophecies, the events that these men are speaking of before are through that coming to fruition and this man's fucking fear being increased. All right. Like I said, the token of their perdition. We're proponents, components of his destruction, and it's actually coming to pass. And through that, it's going to culminate into him attempting to destroy us, to destroy the prophets, just like he did in times of old when the Most High allowed him to touch his men. But in this time, it won't be the case. Okay, let's get that first. Talks about how we won't be removed into a corner anymore, man. It's not the time when he can have his way with us. All right. Psalm 105 and 15 started the 14th verse. You suffer no man to do wrong, to do them wrong. Let's see, Salakia. Uh, it says, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. But the ultimate manifestation of this is going to come in that time when he protects his men. Of course, there are going to be a few that fall victim to martyrdom. Okay, just a few. But ultimately, the elect is going to be saved from that, man. They're going to be preserved. This is in 2nd Esdras 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so Esau, Edom, is going to roll on the men of the Most High, on the prophets. Okay, a great insurrection, which they said that's like the top form of any type of societal chaos. All right, trumping rebellions and I forgot the other types.
So it's gonna be a fucking. Um, he's gonna really try his fucking damnedest to kill the prophets, man. A great insurrection, right? But the scripture tells us how the Most High is gonna counter that. In Isaiah 59 to 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai from the west and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, so when that great insurrection that is gonna that comes, Slovakia, when the great insurrection comes, that is going to be against them that fear the Most High, the prophets. Okay, then that's when the Most High is going to lift up a standard against the enemy. All right, we know that standard to be the ability to put to flight. Okay, the ability to destroy. Okay, spiritual power. Okay, let's check it out. Destructive capabilities, man. And his fucking um, Chaldeans and his soothsayers and sorcerers, okay? His so-called fucking wise men, they have an understanding of these scriptures, man, to an extent. That's why they're even more fearful. It says this word standard, to flee, to escape, to take flight, disappear, to drive at, to take flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause to disappear, to hide. It says to vanish away, to escape causatively, to chase, to impel, deliver. Okay, abate, away, be displayed, to make, to flee. So it's not just for you to flee, but to make them fucking flee. Why? Because you're chasing them, you're driving at them. Okay, and it said hastily, right? It said to put to flight. Okay, which means to fucking destroy, right? To make flee, right? It says, Slovakia, the shadows flee away. It says to hasten, to be born swiftly. So it's going to be a picture of them attempting to destroy us and us uh, evading it, okay? Us being delivered from that destruction, and in other cases, driving at them, okay? With destructive abilities. And we'll finish it off with that. Let's get that. To them, foolishness. Okay, let's get it. 1 Corinthians 1 and Slovakia. Let's see. For the preaching of the cross, 1 Corinthians 1 and 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. Okay. And what kind of power is this? who are they that are preaching of the cross? Okay, it's the prophets, man. Them that stood on their feet. That word power. So to this people, they think it's fucking foolishness. Which them, they're fucking are gonna be destroyed. That's why I said it to them. It's foolishness because it's to them that perish is foolishness because they're just gonna fucking die and be no more. All right, but to the ones, see, to an extent, the the Chaldeans, um, the top elite of even the left hand side are not considered foolish because they are in the understanding that them that are preaching the cross are the most dangerous things to society. Okay. See, so the elites of the left hand side and the ones that Esau, Edom, these people that are the puppets in the forefront, who are getting their strings fucking pulled by the elites. Okay, they're the ones that those low level motherfuckers consult. All right, they go to them for fucking guidance, but them there in the understanding that the prophets are the thing to be feared. Right? This word power, dunamis. Okay, it says strength, power, ability. So it's not just strength and power; it's strength, power. Okay, tandem, like a compound. All right, inherent power. So this is power that's in you, in your fucking your very essence, in your core. All right, something's inherent. Something that is inherent is existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute. So it's going to be just innate, deep rooted, built in, right? Indelible, natural. So it's just going to be a part of your essence, your core, all right? Ingrained. It says power residing in a thing by virtue of its nature. So it's just going to be embedded within us, okay? Or which a person or thing exerts and puts forth. Power for performing miracles. Moral power and excellence of soul. The power and influence which belong to riches and wealth. Power and resources arising from numbers. Power consisting in or resting upon armies, forces, or hosts. So that's military power, right? So them that are preaching the cross, the prophets, it's uh, it's this is going to translate into power. They're going to receive power that's consisting and resting upon armies. They're going to have military might, right? And here it is: force, effective, often oppressive power, exhibiting itself in single deeds of violence. Okay, so this preaching of the cross, right? And then, as it says in Isaiah 59 to 19, when the enemy comes in like a flood, then the Most High is going to lift up a standard in the prophets, right? Or as it says in 1 Corinthians 1 and 18, he's going to endow them with the power of the Most High. And what does it tell us this power is? It's violence, okay? It's going to be the power to exhibit violence, okay? down into the Strong's definition, it says, especially miraculous power, usually by implication a miracle itself, ability, abundance, meaning might, worker of miracles, power, strength, and violence, a mighty, wonderful work, right? So it's literally going to translate into violence, into destructive abilities, violent abilities, okay, to destroy the enemies with, okay, the enemies of the Most High, the heathen, Esau, Edom primarily, okay. When they come in like a flood, the fucking troops, all right, and then ultimately themselves, some of the elites, the stragglers, the Most High to allow us to destroy, and then the rest to wrangle up for the first fruits of the crop of slavery. All right. So indeed, the elect, the men of the Most High, the prophets, are the worst fucking thing going for this man, and everything that he has planned, all his hopes and fucking desires are gonna come crashing down, okay, at the hand of the Most High through the usage of his vessels, okay. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, Shem Rakah, Kadash, Shalom.